Graham Blanks just won the NCAA Cross Country Championship again for Division I. He ran away from the field in a race that, as far as I'm concerned, was never really that close. I do recognize that I am a little bit late to the party, because even though I was paying attention to the race, I couldn't get around to making this video until now. But that does not mean I didn't have a whole bunch of thoughts. Because Graham Blanks runs for Harvard University, which is in the Ivy League of all conferences, the only conference in Division I that still self-imposes a ban on giving out any athletic scholarship aid. I'm not making this up. The truth is, they give out more need-based financial aid than most schools anyway, which is why their track and field program is one of the best in the NCAA that nobody really notices as such. They dominate their region, always have a pretty good shot to win the conference, and now have been putting up points at the national championship meets year in and year out. And Graham Blanks is primarily the reason why. He is not the first runner to go back-to-back for Division I men's cross country, even in recent memory, but he is the first to come from a conference that was not a major conference, unless we're counting the Big East as not a major conference, because in distance running, I think we should add them in. And the funniest part about this entire situation is it really never should have happened on two accounts. One is that Graham Blanks was never supposed to be this fast. Otherwise, he likely wouldn't have been running for Harvard. And I don't want to hear it, because he still could have went to a school like, Stanford, which is considered to be a distance running powerhouse. But I'm pretty sure they didn't really call. But if you're new here, I want to say thank you for even making it this far into the video. And I'm Coach Rob, the founder of SCArecruiting.com, where I rank the best track and field recruits across the entire nation. And if anything that I say actually connects with you, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe. But if I don't, just let me know in the comment section, because I try to read them all. He was a low 4-star recruit at best during his high school career. So the bigger programs in the SEC or the Big 12 likely weren't checking for him all that much. And from where he was located, even a school like Duke in the ACC would have been a logical choice, but he didn't end up there, or even at Notre Dame. Once again, he made his way to Harvard in the Ivy League. He took off immediately once he got there, because technically speaking, he was a high school athlete who didn't have a high school event that was long enough for him to actually run in. But when he got to college and the 10K showed up, well, that is where he actually belonged. They don't even run the 5K in high school, but they do run it on a college track, which is why it's no surprise that last year, after he did win his first NCAA Cross Country Championship, a few weeks later, he broke the collegiate record, indoors in that exact same event. He didn't even keep running that indoor season. So if you were trying to remember who won the indoor national championship for the 5K, it was Nico Young of Northern Arizona. But it also shouldn't be a surprise anymore that if Nico Young could make the Olympic team later that year for 2024, well, that is exactly what Graham Blanks did, which leads me to the other part of the conversation. Graham Blanks went to the Olympics for the 5K, and while he was over there, he even made the final, finishing in 9th. I thought that was the last we were ever going to see of him in a college uniform. He didn't even run in the early part of the cross-country season. He ran one meet before the Ivy Conference Championship, but once I saw that he was on the starting list, I don't really understand how anybody had someone who was not Graham Blanks as their favorite to win that race. Shout out to BYU for winning the men's national team title, and for that matter, sweeping it on both the men's and the women's sides. But Graham Blanks repeating as the national champion has to be the biggest story if you're asking me, because almost every top school that he beat to win both of those national titles didn't even ask him to join their rosters when they had a chance to do it. And after he had beaten them all the first time, he went on to prove that he is one of the fastest men in the entire world during an Olympic year. I joined them in assuming he probably wasn't coming back to run again, but he did. And after all that, some people still had the nerve to choose anybody else who was not Graham Blanks as their favorite to win the cross-country national title. and I am on the record putting my vote on him before the race went off. True greatness in any sport is not just about winning. In track and field, it isn't even just about running fast. It's about running fast and then running fast again. It's about running fast on command and running fast in the one race that you actually need to run. Graham Blanks has figured out how to do that. For that matter, he is also on the record of saying that the smartest man in the race should win the race. When Harvard University is on your chest, I think you got the crown on that. So if you represent any other team in Division 1 and you have hopes of winning any long distance event at the national level for the 2025 season, as far as I'm concerned, you had better hope that Graham Blanks has no plans on coming to the starting line, because if he does, there's nobody else out there who has proven they can get in his way. In the sport of track and field, confidence is everything, because when you win, that is just the moment when everybody else finds out what you already knew to be true, that fast is a lifestyle. Get your Fast is a Lifestyle track and field gear at scarecruiting.com/shop or use the link in the description below. It's a huge support to me and this channel, so I can continue to make you more content like this. And remember, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe.